Hello everyone, welcome to Business Analytics using Excel Fundamentals. This is part 2 of module 1. Before moving further ahead, I'd request you to kindly like and subscribe this YouTube channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon because that will give you an update about whenever I upload a new video. And if you have any doubt or any question, you can just mention into the comment. And about this file, you can go to the Innomind app on the Play Store and you can download this file through which I'll be teaching you, and that will help you to practice. And I'll request you, before moving further ahead, please download all those files and open that file and do simultaneously along with this video. So in this video we'll be covering certain topics such as add, fill, split, transpose. We'll cover each topic in different videos, and today we'll be covering add function, how to do addition in Microsoft Excel. And if you want to understand like how these things are made, how this presentation or how this slide is, or the sheet particularly is made with all those hyperlinks, I will cover it in some lecture. If you need, just type in comment. And this is a template that I have downloaded from Microsoft Excel itself. So if you can you just go to file, and here you can see the different templates are already here. And if you are not able to see, just do one thing, go to Innomind app and you can download it from there. So today's topic is sum function or addition. So here we have a table that has two columns. Column 1 is having fruit and column 2 is having the amount or the price of all those fruits. We have apple, oranges, bananas and lemons. And you can see their prices are mentioned in the next column D. And the yellow box that is just under the amount section is where we'll be doing the sum of the prices. So to add all the prices, we'll be using a function called as sum function. And to write a function in an Excel in any particular cell, we use this kind of notation. Suppose I want to write the summation into this. I want to sum the prices of all the fruits here. So I'll type is equal to, then I'll type the name of the function. The function is sum. So you see, as soon as I type S, I start getting recommendations. Okay, at the bottom I can see some extract, credit, sum if. So these are function, these all functions are basically as a hint you will be getting. As soon as you means you start typing the letters, you will be getting these kind of hints. Even if you do not get, don't worry, just type sum, then you have to make a parenthesis open, and then we mention the references from where to where we want to add. So here you see that our value of apple, the amount is mentioned into D4, column D and row 4, and we want to sum up to lemons, that is up to D7. So we'll start from D4, then up to what number. So even in the suggestion you can see sum, then number 1, number 2, means what are different numbers that you want to add. So since I want to add a complete series of numbers in written one after the other, I'll write the address. Okay, from D4 to D7, I want to add D4 to D7. As soon as you enter that value, you can see the area is getting highlighted into blue rectangle, means I am going to sum the values in that rectangle. I close the parenthesis and I press enter. As soon as I press enter, you see I get a value 170. Another shortcut is, suppose I want to add the sum of these values 50, 30, 10, 50. This is meat and this is amount. So for doing that, I'll press alt equal to, sorry, just a second, escape. Yeah, so let me delete alt and equal to. As soon as you enter that, you press alt and equal to together, you see the formula gets highlighted. Okay, if you want to change anything in that, you can change it. Otherwise, if you want to keep it same, just press enter key, and answer is 140. Okay, Now, point 5, let's understand sometimes there are conditions while we add. Suppose we want to add all those values which are above 50 or below 100. We do not want, suppose we do not want this 100, we want just 50, 40, 50, 20, means the value or the amount are to be sum up are below 100. So what we can do is we have to put in condition. So sum means find the sum if there is this condition. So on converging these two, we come up with a new formula that is called as sum if. So what does the sum if does is it adds on the basis of a given condition. So here this value, you see, address is D11 and this value is D15. I want to add all the values from D11 to D15 if the value is greater than 50. So I'll type as sum parenthesis D11. If you want to type D11, you can type, otherwise you can click the cell from where you want to write add. Okay, then colon, up to where you want to go. As soon as you select the last cell, it is D15. Now comma, so it is telling me what condition I want to enter. Sorry, here I have written sum only, I have to write sum if. Yeah, okay. Now you see what is the suggestion range. So my range is D11 to D15. Then we have to mention the criteria. What is the criteria that I want to enter? So to understand that, let's see here. It's written in double quote. This value means anything that is in the that is greater than 50. So for that, here I'll type in double quotes greater than symbol 50, double quotes close. Now if as soon as I press enter, I'll be getting my value. So whatever the value that is above 50, that is one only, that is 100 for the donuts. Now if I change it less than 50, or let's make it less than 100, less than 100, and we press enter, you see except donut, the rest of the values are added. 50, 50, that is 100, and 40, 20, that is 60, 160. Okay, this is how we do sum if. So here is an example where you can try less than 100. So we have already tried here 160. Now let's go bottom down. So here, what is the explanation that we have done just above here? The explanation for that is given here. Yes, one more thing is that suppose we have done this in previous video also. Suppose I want to add these many numbers. So what does Excel do is Excel gives us a value in the last, you see this last line just beside these column sheets and view functions. Sum is given as 170, count is 4, that is total 4 values are being selected right now, and the average value of all those 4 values is 42.5. Okay, that is another way to find out the sum of this value. So here, if we see the formula sum parenthesis D38 to 41, that is sum the values that are starting in column D from 38 row to column D 41 row. Okay, that's how they count. Suppose we want to add something extra, that is it is not a continuous that is it's not from D1 to D10. Suppose we want from D1 to D10 plus D12 to D13. D11 is something we do not want, or sometime we want this value, complete value plus 100, yeah, plus some constant. Okay, for doing that we just follow this kind of notation. You mention sum D48, one single value, that number 1 comma the value at D48 comma value between this series starting from D48 to D51, and also an constant value 100. Okay, you can also write some constant values 100, 200, whatever constant value you want, you can mention it. So this way also we can write. Now suppose here, just a second. So if I want to add anything into this, we'll have to, suppose I want to add 100 here. So what I'll do is, this is equals to sum bracket, I want to add this plus comma, what other values I want to add, these values, comma, I want to add uh, 1000 to that. Okay, now I have done this and I press enter. Let's check it. This is 80 and this is 20, so it is 100 and plus 1000, that is 1100. Okay, so this is the way we can add some constant values also into our sum function. So in SUMIF we have already seen how to do this part. You see here, this is called as formula bar. In last video also we said, so we have used a formula here. So whatever formula is being used, you click that cell and you can see the formula being used here. You can also modify it from here. Suppose I have done it less than 100 and the value changes, and as soon as I press enter, it changes. Okay, so you can also modify the formula in this formula bar. So that is all for today in this addition part, and I would request you again to please like this video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe this YouTube channel. Thank you all.